the B-52 Stratofortress. America's flying fortress, 7 decades of service. But right now, this legendary bomber faces its biggest crisis yet. A 10-month delay, cost overruns hitting billions, engine problems no one predicted. The Air Force is scrambling. Congress is asking tough questions. And here's the shocking part. The issues are so severe that military leaders are questioning if the entire upgrade program should continue. What went wrong with America's most trusted bomber? The answer: B-52 has been the backbone of American air power since 1955 through the Cold War, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and countless missions around the globe. This aircraft has never failed America. But today, we're witnessing something unprecedented. The most ambitious upgrade program in the bomber's history is falling apart. We're talking about the B-52J program, a complete transformation designed to keep these flying fortresses in service until 2050. New engines, advanced radar systems, upgraded electronics, the works. But what started as a routine, modernization has turned into a nightmare of delays and budget explosions. The numbers are staggering. Costs have jumped from $2.3 billion to over $3.3 billion. That's a 43% increase. Timelines have stretched from 5 years to nearly 9. And the most shocking revelation? The Air Force admits they might need to scale back the entire program. If you believe America deserves the strongest Air Force in the world, type proud in the comments below. But here's what makes this story even more critical. While our B-52s struggle with upgrades, China is rapidly expanding its bomber fleet. Russia continues to modernize its strategic forces. The timing couldn't be worse. America needs these bombers ready, and we need them now. So what exactly went wrong? How did a seemingly straightforward upgrade turn into a crisis? And what does this mean for America's air superiority? Let's dive deep into the problems plaguing our most iconic bomber, the unexpected engine crisis. The first major problem hit where no one expected: the engine inlets. These aren't just simple air scoops. They're precisely engineered components that direct airflow into the jet engines. Get them wrong and the entire engine performance suffers. During testing, engineers discovered something alarming. The new Rolls-Royce F-130 engines were experiencing airflow distortion. The air entering the engines wasn't flowing smoothly. Instead, it was creating turbulence that could seriously damage the engines or reduce their performance. Think about it this way. Imagine trying to drink through a bent straw. The liquid doesn't flow properly. That's essentially what was happening. With the air entering these multi-million-dollar engines, the distortion was so severe that Boeing had to completely redesign the inlet system. This wasn't a minor adjustment. We're talking about a complete engineering overhaul. Wind tunnel testing, computer simulations, months of additional design work. The critical design review, originally scheduled for early 2024, got pushed to April 2025. That's a 3-year delay on what should have been routine engineering. Before we continue with this incredible story, I'd like to ask for your support. If you're finding this information valuable, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Over 98% of our viewers watch without subscribing. It costs you nothing but helps us tremendously. Did you hit subscribe? But the engine problems go deeper than just airflow. The Government Accountability Office found that Boeing wasn't using modern digital engineering practices. In 2025, they're still relying on old-school design methods. Computer modeling that should speed up development, not being used to its full potential. Digital twins that could predict problems before they happen, barely implemented. This isn't just inefficiency. It's a fundamental problem with how major defense contractors approach complex projects. While private companies like SpaceX revolutionize engineering with cutting-edge digital tools, our defense industry seems stuck in the past. The consequences are severe. Every month of delay means our bomber fleet ages further. Maintenance costs increase, mission readiness decreases, and our adversaries get more time to develop countermeasures against these aircraft. The radar disaster. If the engine problems were unexpected, the radar situation is a complete disaster. The B-52 radar modernization program has triggered what's called a Nunn-McCurdy breach. For those unfamiliar with defense acquisition, this is serious trouble. A Nunn-McCurdy breach happens when a program's costs increase by at least 15% over the baseline estimate. It forces the Pentagon to notify Congress and justify why the program should continue. Some programs get canceled when this happens. The fact that our B-52 radar upgrade hit this threshold should concern every American. The current radar system dates back to the 1960s. Yes, you heard that right? These bombers are using radar, technology that's older than most of the pilots flying them. The ANAPCU 166 radar was cutting edge when John F. Kennedy was president. Today, it's so obsolete that finding replacement parts is nearly impossible. The new ANAP 188 radar was supposed to fix this. Active electronically scanned array technology, the same type used on our most advanced fighters. Better target detection, improved weather avoidance, enhanced navigation capabilities. Everything a modern bomber needs. But implementation has been a disaster. Environmental qualification problems, parts procurement issues, software delays. Each problem compounds the others, creating a cascade of failures that's pushed the program years behind schedule. The cost explosion is equally troubling. From $2.3 billion in 2021 to potentially $3.3 billion today. That's an additional $1 billion of taxpayer money for the same capability. Money that could have bought 5 additional B-21 stealth bombers. The Boeing factor. Boeing's role in these problems cannot be ignored. As the prime contractor, they're responsible for integrating all these systems. Engine modifications, radar installations, avionics upgrades, everything flows through Boeing's management. The Government Accountability Office didn't mince words in their criticism. They found that Boeing failed to use comprehensive digital engineering approaches. The company's paperwork was delayed. Their software development was running 6 months behind schedule. This isn't just about one company's performance. It reflects broader problems in America's defense industrial base. We've allowed our major contractors to become complacent. Competition has decreased, innovation has slowed, and taxpayers are paying the price. Consider this sober, in fact. China can design, build, and test new military aircraft in half the time it takes us to upgrade existing ones. Their industrial base is nimble, competitive, and focused on results. Ours seems focused on process and profit margins. The Air Force tried to address some of these issues by moving the program from a faster middle-tier acquisition process to a traditional major equipment acquisition, but that added another year to the timeline. Sometimes the cure becomes worse than the disease. Strategic implications. These delays create serious strategic problems for America. We currently operate 76 B-52H bombers. They're split between Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana and Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota. These aircraft form a crucial part of our nuclear deterrent and conventional strike capability. But here's the problem. The B-1B bombers are being retired. The B-2 fleet numbers only 20 aircraft. Until the B-21 Raider reaches full operational capability, we're facing what experts call a bomber gap. Our long-range strike capabilities are shrinking just when global tensions are rising. General Thomas Boussier, who leads Air Force Global Strike Command, admits the situation is serious. He told Congress that if the B-52 upgrades go worse than we hope, then we would need more B-21 stealth bombers. That's military speak for we have a problem. The timing couldn't be worse. China is expanding its bomber fleet. Their H-6 bombers regularly patrol the South China Sea. Russia continues to modernize its Tu-95 and Tu-16 strategic bombers. North Korea is developing long-range missiles. Iran is building advanced drones and missiles. Meanwhile, our most capable bombers sit in hangars waiting for upgrades that may not arrive until 2030. That's 5 more years of operating with 1960s technology while our adversaries deploy 21st century capabilities. The Congressional Response Congress is not happy. The Nunn-McCurdy breach triggered mandatory hearings. Lawmakers are asking tough questions about contractor performance, program management, and strategic alternatives. Some members of Congress are questioning whether we should continue the B-52 upgrade at all. Why spend billions modernizing 70-year-old aircraft when we could accelerate B-21 production? The math is compelling. Each B-52J upgrade costs roughly the same as a new B-21 stealth bomber. The B-21 offers stealth capabilities the B-52 will never have. It's designed from the ground up for modern threats. Its manufacturing is on schedule and within budget. Some argue we should cut our losses on the B-52, program and invest everything in the future. But others disagree. The B-52 offers unique capabilities, massive payload capacity, extended loiter time, the ability to carry a wide variety of weapons. These advantages make it valuable even in modern warfare. The question is whether the upgrade costs are worth these benefits. Air Force acquisition officials like Darlene Costello remain optimistic. She told Congress she's pretty confident. The problems won't get worse. The service believes they can find an affordable path forward, possibly by reducing the scope of upgrades and adding improvements later. The China factor. While America struggles with B-52 upgrades, China is rapidly expanding its strategic capabilities. Their H-20 stealth bomber program continues development. Their missile arsenal grows daily. Their nuclear forces are modernizing at unprecedented speed. Intelligence estimates suggest China will triple its nuclear warhead inventory by 2035. They're building new missile silos, developing hypersonic weapons, creating a nuclear triad that rivals America's strategic forces. This backdrop makes the B-52 delays even more concerning. Every month our bombers remain stuck in upgrade limbo is a month. China gains strategic advantage. Military planners call this the pacing threat, the challenge that drives all our planning and procurement decisions. The B-52's role in deterring China cannot be understated. These bombers regularly deploy to Guam, Australia, and other Pacific bases. They conduct freedom of navigation flights through disputed waters. Their presence reassures allies and signals American resolve. But deterrence only works if the capabilities are credible. Bombers with 1960s radar and engines may struggle against modern air defenses. China's integrated air defense systems are among the world's most sophisticated. S-400 missiles from Russia, domestic HQ-9 systems, advanced electronic warfare capabilities. Financial implications. The cost overruns raise serious questions about defense spending efficiency. The original B-52J program was supposed to cost around $2.3 billion. Current estimates exceed $3.3 billion. That's a $1 billion increase for the same capability. To put this in perspective, that extra billion could buy approximately 10 additional B-21 bombers, or fund significant improvements to our airbase infrastructure, or accelerate hypersonic weapon development. The opportunity cost is enormous. Defense spending isn't unlimited, even for a superpower like America. Every dollar wasted on overrun programs is a dollar not available for other critical capabilities. Missile defense systems, space assets, cyber warfare tools, naval modernization. The list goes on. Congressional budget hawks are taking notice. With federal deficits growing and competing spending priorities, defense programs face increased scrutiny. Programs that can't demonstrate efficiency and effectiveness risk losing funding. The B-52 program now faces a credibility crisis. Can Boeing and the Air Force deliver on their promises? Will costs continue spiraling upward? How long will taxpayers tolerate failed program management? For all our military veterans and defense enthusiasts watching, we'd love to have you join our community of current and former service members. Your insights and experiences help make our content better. Welcome to the conversation. Potential solutions. Despite the problems, solutions exist. The Air Force could embrace iterative development instead of trying to upgrade everything simultaneously. Start with the most critical improvements. Add capabilities gradually. This approach reduces risk and delivers capability sooner. Digital engineering adoption is crucial. Boeing must modernize its development processes. Computer modeling, digital twins, and virtual prototyping can dramatically reduce development time and costs. Other industries have proven these methods work. Increased competition might help too. The Air Force recently requested information about alternative radar suppliers. Breaking up sole source contracts could improve performance and reduce costs. Competition drives innovation and efficiency. Program management reforms are also needed. The current acquisition system is bureaucratic and slow. Streamlining decision-making processes could accelerate development. Giving program managers more authority and accountability might improve outcomes. International cooperation offers another avenue. Allied nations operate various bomber aircraft. Sharing development, costs, and leveraging foreign innovations could reduce expenses while strengthening partnerships. The B-21 alternative.